The latest new film releases coming to UK screens this week contain multitudes, among them the anticipated feel-good drama The Life of Chuck. Acclaimed filmmaker Mike Flanagan returns to the world of Stephen King after his adaptations of Gerald's Game and Doctor Sleep, but this time he's tackling one of the author's most profound and unique short stories about a seemingly normal guy played by Tom Hiddleston who may have something to do with some rather apocalyptic events. As seen through the eyes of an ensemble that also includes Chiwetel Ejiofor, Karen Gillan, Matthew Lillard and screen legend Mark Hamill. And having seen the film almost a year ago at the Toronto International Film Festival, where it won the prestigious People's Choice Award, I can guarantee that you're in for an emotional treat, but you won't find out why until my review later on in the week. So for now, make sure you catch The Life of Chuck in cinemas from this Wednesday. Also coming to the big screen this week is Eddington, director Ari Aster's darkly comedic portrait of a town in crisis during the midst of the 2020 pandemic. Sorry Baby is the acclaimed debut of filmmaker Ava Victor, who also stars as a college professor coping with trauma. The Regulars takes a very Clerks-like look at a day in the life of the staff at the iconic Prince Charles Cinema on London's Leicester Square. Grand Prix of Europe follows a mouse as she follows her dreams of becoming a champion race car driver. Put Your Soul on Your Hand and Walk documents the remote and ultimately tragic connection between a filmmaker and a Palestinian photojournalist. The Ceremony sees two undocumented migrants going on a dark odyssey through the Yorkshire moors. Dongji Rescue dramatizes a heroic wartime event as the villagers of Azusan Island set out to save prisoners of war from a sinking ship. And Oslo Stories trilogy Sex is the third and final film in Norwegian filmmaker Dag Johan Hallgerud's trio of intimate tales, this one dealing with sexuality and modern masculinity. Meanwhile, showing at home this week, we have The Map That Leads to You, Prime Video's latest romance about a young woman who finds love during a once-in-a-lifetime trip across Europe. Over on Disney Plus, Eeny Meeny follows a young getaway driver forced back into her criminal life to save her unreliable boyfriend. And available to digitally rent or buy is Red Sonja, the swashbuckling reboot of the classic fantasy character, as is The Home, which finds Pete Davidson trapped in a sinister retirement facility. Finally, returning to cinemas this week is the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the camp classic musical that's marking its 50th anniversary. This is Spinal Tap is also back on the big screen just before next month's long-awaited sequel. And Battleship Potemkin is the silent Soviet epic that's being released with a revered score by the Pet Shop Boys in honour of its 100th anniversary. Let me know in the comments which of these movies you're most looking forward to seeing, and come back next week when a new bunch of releases will be on offer. Visit the Film Feeder website to read even more about the films on this week's movie menu. But for now, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe for fresh menus every week, and I'll see you next time.